5,500 plants in already, and what we are concentrating on today and tomorrow is basically the balance. So we planted it at the wrong time of year for many reasons, but basically we've got about 1,600 plants that we've still got to plant, some of the bigger tree species that we've got to put in. So the point of today really is probably we've got to go through and make sure we know where all those plants are we've planted, because there's a lot of kikuyu here, and kikuyu grows faster than the plants we put in. So we've got to go through, check what we've actually lost, because we planted in the summer. There's always going to be loss. I've had a quick look, it's not too bad, but we've got to go through, clear anything that's covered in kikuyu basically, so that and most of the time that'll be hand clearing or machete, and then some of the areas where we haven't planted we'll be doing machine clearance, so weed eating and things like that. There's a couple of areas on the downward side where we can do that, and then basically what we're doing is just putting those new trees that we've got in spots that are available in amongst everything else. So basically it's a two-stage process. Identify where the ones are that are still survived and the ones that are dead. Try and take a check of how many you see that are dead out of those. There's quite a few kikatea that haven't survived because they don't like dry, but a lot of them have survived. So just keep a mental check or some kind of check on your phone or whatever of how many plants you see that have died, and that obviously is important information so we know how many trees we've got to replace, because ultimately as part of the condition of provided by council is that whatever is lost in a 2-year maintenance period we have to replace, so that basically you get the full coverage. So it's all about diversity, so that all the plants that are spec for this job are what we basically see around us in this established native bush. So what we're trying to do is emulate that, but it's a staged process. So obviously you've got everything from little grasses up to big trees, and they obviously don't grow at the same rate, so it's all about keeping it diverse. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. So the trees were supposed to turn up this morning, but someone called in sick, so they won't be here till about lunchtime, but there's plenty to do in the meantime, going through and identifying, doing some clearance and finding some spots to put the trees when they turn up.
Sweet.